Continue learning Hachzek Mesilas Yesharim. I apologize for not the blurriness. There we go. I apologize for the lateness of today's shiur. B'siyata d'shmaya, we should be back up to date. We pick it up on page 488, continuing learning about Yiras Chet, and particularly how Yiras Chet is a subcategory of Yira of the Roimimus of HaKadosh Baruch Hu. Says the Ramchal, Ki hinei al kein tzarich vadei she'echer tamid v'yirash kol adam. Every person should tremble and quake constantly due to the greatness, as we concluded yesterday, of Hashem. U'kamaimer Elihu, as Elihu, which is another one of Eov's friends, says in Eov, that this as well, my heart is quaking and jumping from its base. Shimu shamaya beroyges koilai. Listen well. He gives voice, speech comes from his mouth. Hashem's a thunderer marvelously with his voice, as Artscroll so beautifully translates over here. Zois Yira, this is the Yira Ha'amitis, the true Yira. Sharayu Leisha Chasish Ati Al Panav, tell me that a person should have in his face always, V'lo Yisasir Mimenu, and he should not move from it. Continues Ramchal, now we're going to, as the Ramchal always does, we further subcategorize everything he says. There are two categories of this Yira. One of them is the present or the right now. V'asheni ba'avad is over the past. And he explains. Ba'ayvu, what does it mean, the yira of that which is right now? That which you're doing, you should be fearful about. You should worry about the actions that you're doing now. Or what you're going to do in a moment from now. In 1 minute from now. Perhaps there's going to be something. Maybe something will enter into his action, which is not appropriate according to the honor of Hashem. As we wrote above. So number one is to be fearful of the action, that there's no vestige, no shemetz of chait, of anything that's beneath the kavod of Hashem, the actions you're doing right now, or the actions that you're going to do in a moment. Continues Ramchal. What's the second type of yira? Be'avarhu is in the past. Person should constantly think about what he already did. And even though he thought about it and he planned and he tried, but maybe there was something that came out from under his hands. Maybe there was an action that was not befitting the honor of Hashem. Baba ben Buta, as we see in the Gemara, increases. Baba ben Buta teaches us, you would bring it Hashem Talui, which is a carbon that maybe he didn't have Eira each and every day. And like Eov, who after the party of his children, what would he do? You get up in the next morning and bring many oilos. Why? Because maybe there was an Aveira. Maybe my children sinned. Continues Ramchal. We see regarding Moshe and Aaron. The anointing oil that Moshe anointed Aaron to be the Kohen Gadol with. It says the pasuk in Shemais, you should not put this on the flesh of man, except for the specific purpose that Hashem tells them. So Hashem commanded Moshe to put on Aaron HaKohen. But Moshe was worried, and Aaron as well. Maybe they used the oil slightly not appropriately. Maybe there was something that was not done perfectly. So we see that after the action, which was done correctly, they thought, wait, maybe there was some dot in here which was not appropriate. This is what the Gemara says. Although the dog Moshe Aaron, Moshe himself worried about this and said, perhaps I misused the Shemin HaMishcha. Yotza Baskol v'Amra Baskol came out and said, Betal Chermoin. Says the Baskol, like the dew of the Chermoin, that just like the dew of the Chermoin is not Kadosh, there was nothing wrong, so too, there was nothing wrong with Moshe, what you did with the Shemin HaMishcha for Aaron. But I knew Aaron died until Aaron. Even after the Baskol, Aaron HaKohen was still worried and he thought, Shemin Moshe Lemal, Vanima Alti. The Baskol only spoke to Moshe, but maybe Aaron was Moel. Yotza Baskol V'Amra, the Baskol comes out and says, Hari L'chami Dasach Chasidim. This is the midah of Chasidim shafilu b'mitzvah shasu ayadaygim. Even with regard to the mitzvah they did, they're worried. But of course, there's nothing you did wrong, Aaron, says the Baskol. These are the two types of yira. Fearful right before you do the action, and right afterwards to worry that maybe there's something in that action that was beneath the covenant of Hashem. Pick it up from here in the next year. B'siyata d'shmaya.